Hi YouTube, it's Lindsay. Today I am 13 weeks and 5 days pregnant. Um, this is going to be probably like my 13 week slash 14 week vlog just because I have not gotten around to making a 13 week vlog yet, and I had fully intended on doing that because I was going to update you guys on my doctor's appointment that I had 1 week ago today, at 12 weeks and 5 days. But now it's just so close to 14 weeks that I might as well just make it all into one video. I don't really have that much to update on other than my doctor's appointment, so I'll just make it a combo. Um, so, let's see. Let me start with, so last Monday at work, my husband and I both revealed to our coworkers that we are expecting, so that went really well too. It was so exciting. To finally be able to share it with everybody. And we also put it on Facebook that day, so, the whole world knows now, and it's been awesome. Like, it's so cool to be able to, like, actually tell people and to be able to talk about it, especially, like, at work, because there's a girl I work with that she's got a 2-year-old, so it's just nice to be able to finally, like, get mom advice and stuff from her, and, like, pregnancy things and baby things, and like be able to talk about that stuff with her. But so my husband, if you've been watching my videos or if you've seen my past videos, we had ordered like little packs of M&Ms to pass out at work that said, baby, our last name, and then coming soon. And so that's what we did. My husband went into work that Sunday and went around in his office and put them on everybody's desk because they don't have like a common area, like a break room or like boxes or whatever. Like everybody doesn't have a box for him to just put them in or whatever, so he had to go around so he wanted to do that. He went in on Sunday to do it so that he wouldn't have to go around to everybody's desk like while they were there. He just wanted them to be able to come in and find them. So he did that on Sunday, and then Monday morning, when he got to work, like, some people had already gotten to work and had found the M&Ms and were so excited, and like somebody had already made a sign and put on his office door that said, congratulations or whatever. And his office, well, the people in his office, I guess, have offices on like 2 floors, so some of the people that were down on the lower floor from where he works, would just send him emails like throughout the day and stuff. Like, he kept getting like messages from people like throughout the day. So it was really exciting for him. He was really nervous. He was more nervous about sharing the news with everybody than I was, but I think the way that everybody was so excited and everything at work really made him feel better about it and happier, and they were excited for him and stuff, so it was more like fun than he thought it was going to be, I think. And then as for my office, I took them in Monday morning and put them in everybody's box, and then we had a staff meeting, which we don't often have, but I did know that we were having one that day. And so we have like what's called the Sunshine Committee at work, and they were actually planning on having a cake at the staff meeting that morning for all the people whose birthdays were in March. So the girl that's on the Sunshine Committee is my Facebook friend. So she had seen my Facebook update that morning because my husband and I both changed our profile pictures and made statuses on Facebook that announced it or whatever. So she had seen that. So she already had seen that before I got to work. And so she asked me if I wanted her to kind of like say something about it, for like to lead into me being able to make the announcement in the staff meeting. And I was like, that's fine, because I don't think everybody was going to get to their box before the staff meeting. So it was nice to have everybody kind of in one place to just tell them. So that's what we did. And so she said something about it, and I was like, yeah, so I'm having a baby. And the whole office was like, what? And congratulations, And they were just all so excited. And I work with mostly men, but they all have, like, kids and stuff, so they were all excited too and everything. And so then I told them, I was like, everybody's got something in their box, so make sure you go check that. And everybody got their M&Ms, and everybody was so excited. Like, some people had never heard of the personalized M&Ms before and everything, and they were like, the little packs had the website for where I got them made and everything. They were like coming by throughout the day and were like, hey, I went to the website, that's so cool that you did that, blah blah blah. So that was really fun and exciting for me too. And then, like I said, it's been nice to be able to actually talk about it with people and get advice and stuff like that, like daycare and, just different things like that, labor stuff and all that. So, what else? So that was Monday. So then on Tuesday we had our doctor's appointment. And I didn't really know what was going to go on with that doctor's appointment. It was on 12 weeks and 5 days. And it was actually really awesome. So we saw my regular doctor, and he, I guess basically the main thing was that they went over all of the blood work that I had done at the first appointment, and everything was fine. They did find that I'm not immune to rubella, which I was immunized for when I was little or whatever, but I guess it wore off, so he said I would need to get a booster shot for that after the baby was born. So that was pretty much the only main thing that he found. Found out my blood type. All the other tests came back great, and and I had them test for cystic fibrosis since they had already drawn my blood. That test was just a blood test, so we opted not to have any of the other genetic testing stuff done. But since they already had drawn my blood and I had asked them if they could just at least test me for cystic fibrosis carrier or whatever, because they said that if I was negative, both me and my husband would have to be positive for our child to have a chance of having it or being a carrier. So I had made the decision at our first appointment, well, go ahead and test me for it. If I'm negative, then we don't have anything to worry about, so at least we'd find that out. So we did find out the results were that I was negative, so no worry there. So that was fine. Everything came back great. So no concern. So he went over all that with me, and then really the only other thing was he was going to listen to the baby's heartbeat. And so he goes and, or I guess the nurse came in with the Doppler or whatever, and Jake, my husband, was like, oh yeah, we bought one of those, and the doctor was kind of like, oh yeah, how much did you pay for yours? And Jake's like, about $50, and the doctor was like, oh, well, how much do you think this one costs? And Jake was like, I don't know. And the doctor was like, yeah, $900. And so he was saying that just because he didn't want us to, if we had used our at-home Doppler and not been able to find the baby or whatever, he didn't want us freaking out that something was wrong. So he was just kind of pointing out that, if this one costs $900 and yours at home is $50, how good do you really think it is? Don't put too much faith into it or whatever. So, but my husband and I do think we have been able to find the heartbeat. So, we were like, oh, well, it's no big deal. We think we heard it, whatever. And we were like, it was in the 150 to 160 range. And the doctor was like, oh, well, that probably was it. It sounds about right. So we were like, okay, cool. So then the doctor takes his fancy schmancy $900 Doppler and puts it on my belly and could not find the baby for 5 minutes. He could never find it. And, he kept saying things like, oh gosh, I'm it's really okay, don't be freaking out or anything, it's okay. And then he told the nurse, he was like, go get the machine. And Jake was like, what's the machine? And he said, oh, the ultrasound machine. And both of us were so giddy at that point. We were like, yes, we're going to get to see the baby, it's way better than just hearing the heartbeat. So they brought in the ultrasound machine, and he did an ultrasound, and so he found the baby and saw the heartbeat, and he counted the beats. He could see the heart beating, on the ultrasound, so he counted the beats and calculated out what the heart rate would be, and he said it was between 140 and 150. So that was good, and then we got to see pictures of the baby. So he printed some out for us. So I'll try to insert some of those at the end of the video for you guys to see. So yeah, so then while he's got the ultrasound up or whatever, my husband was like, hey, he said, can you tell anything about the neural tube or its development or anything like that? And the doctor was like, well, he said, I wouldn't be able to rule anything out right now just from looking at this, but sure, we can take a look. So he starts moving the ultrasound wand thing around, and moved down where he could see the baby's spine. So we got to see its little spine, and he said everything looked good there. And then he moved it around to where we were looking down at the top of the baby's head, And, you know, he said that looked all, like, fully formed up or whatever it's supposed to be like. He said it looked pretty good. He said he didn't see any growths of any kind on anything. So he said as far as he could tell, everything looked perfect. So, you know, so we were pretty excited about that and reassured about that. Oh, which brings me to another thing. I no longer have to take my progesterone suppositories. Yay! Because the placenta is now fully developed and doing its thing, which is what the progesterone was, you know, supporting up until that point. So, so yay, I don't have to do that anymore. I found that out at my appointment. I have not done it since. So, that was awesome. But yeah, so anyway, the appointment was great. And the baby had the cutest little profile. Even the doctor was like freaking out about it when he saw it. He was like, "Oh my gosh, look at the profile. This is such a great profile." And we were like, "Oh my gosh, we're so in love." And I must have said literally like 5 times, "Oh my gosh, it's so cute." And then look at my husband and be like, "Isn't it so cute?" And like 5 times I must have said that. And I was like, and I even thought to myself, "Stop saying that," but I just couldn't help it. I mean, I literally like fell even more in love with that little baby. Oh, it was so cute. You'll see. I'll insert the picture. But it had its little hand up, you know, by its face, and you can see its little nose and mouth. It's so cute. Of course I'm biased, but, you know, it's just like every other ultrasound picture I've ever seen, but it's my baby, so it's so cute. But, so that was pretty much it for the doctor's appointment. Our next one is scheduled for April 27th, if that's a Friday. And it was originally scheduled for the 24th, but we ended up moving it because they scheduled us with a different doctor. And I know they like for you to go around and see different doctors so that you're familiar with them all when the birth comes, and you know, you don't know which one's going to actually be able to show up to deliver the baby. But my husband and I really don't feel like, I feel more comfortable seeing my regular same doctor the whole time through. You know, we like him, we're comfortable with him, like, we'd rather see him at all our visits and be able to ask him questions. And, because I don't really think we're going to be all that concerned with which doctor shows up to deliver the baby. As long as there's a doctor there, I don't think we're really going to be that concerned, because, I mean, the rest of the people in the room are going to be all strangers. It's not like we're going to be familiar with and know all the nurses and all the staff that's going to be in there. So, I mean, I really don't think that, I don't know. We just really like our doctor, or my doctor or whatever, so we really like to be able to ask him questions and see him, and like, I don't know, he's awesome. So we rescheduled it, so it's going to be April 27th now, and it'll be with him, so that'll be at about 17 weeks at that point, I think. And then our next one will be 4 weeks after that, and that's where we get to find out the gender and everything, so it's flying by so fast. It'll be here before I know it. I'm super excited. That is pretty much it. We did go to Bye Bye Baby on this past Saturday, just to look around. I mean, we didn't buy anything. It was totally overwhelming, but so much fun. One of the sales guys started talking to Jake about car seats and the strollers and everything, and we were playing with them and testing them out and stuff like that, so it was pretty exciting, and he loved that. He loves the gear and all that stuff. And then I was like freaking out in the baby clothes section because everything was so freaking adorable, so cute, such tiny little clothes and everything. So it was really fun. What else? That's pretty much it, I think. Tomorrow, this is news. Tomorrow we are touring a daycare that's actually in my building at work. So I work on the 12th floor, and it'll be down on the first floor of my building, so that will be pretty fun. I'm pretty excited about it. My husband has his list of questions he wants to ask and everything, so yeah, it should be exciting. So I'll try to update on that in my next video, which probably won't be till week 15, which will be next Thursday. I can't even believe that. It's so crazy. I'm totally in the second trimester now, and it's just crazy. It's awesome. I'm loving it. So, anyway, I will let you guys go. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Hope everybody's doing great, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.